Hi guys, let's complete our lesson. It's about variation, and we said before that we have two types of variation, direct variation and inverse variation. And we know what's the direct variation when we have y varies x, it means y equal mx, and we can get the constant using division. So m equal y over. Okay, let's start to explain. If the area of the rectangle M, and one of both dimensions x and other dimension y, how to get the area of the rectangle means x product y. So M equal xy. Okay. A, write the relation between mx and y. So we said M equals xy. Okay. If the area of the rectangle is constant and equal to 30, okay, now with the area equals 30, complete the following tables, okay. X, the first dimension, 3, and we said before the area means x times y. So 3 multiplied by what equal 30? 3 multiplied by 10. So here y equal 10. And if I have x equal 5, y equals 6. If we have x equals 6, y equals 5. If we have x equals 10, y equals 3. Why? Because M, the area, equals 30. Okay? Find x, y in each case. We already do it. What do you note? Okay? We note that x, y equals 30, or means M equals xy. Okay? If I want to calculate y, if I want to get y, we are going to divide 30 among 3, right? If I want to calculate y, I'm going to divide 30 by 3. So 30 divided 3, 10. 30 divided 5, 6. 30 divided 6, 5. 30 divided 10, 3. So we get y using divided by m over x. Okay? Okay. Y, from this form, we said that y changed or varies inversely change with x. Okay? And we write it as y varies 1 over x. Y varies 1 over x. So we denoted the indirect variation with y. It's my relation. Y varies 1 over x. Okay. Okay, and how to get the constant in the inverse variation? By multiply. How to get the constant in direct variation? By divide. So m in direct variation equal y over x. M in inverse variation equals xy. Okay? Okay. Definition. Y is said to be changed inversely with x and written y inverse with 1 over x if the constant equal xy. Okay? Where sure constant doesn't equal 0. And if the variable x takes the two values x1 and x2, we use the same rule. y1 over y2 equals x2 over x1. Why here we exchange x2 and x1? Because we said before that we have an inverse relation. We have an inverse relation. So y1 over y2 doesn't equal x1 over x2. y1 over y2 equal x1 over x2 in direct variation. In the inverse variation, y1 over y2 equals x2 over x1. Okay, start to solve. Example, if y varies inversely with 1 over x and y equals 3, okay, when x equals 2, we need the relation and calculate the value when x equal to. Find the relation between x and y. So it's the very important question to get the relation. And we said before, to get the relation, we need to get m. Okay, we need to get m, the constant, right? Okay. After that, second, we need to calculate the value of y when x equals 1.5. Firstly, if y varies inversely with 1 over x, it's my form, then I'm going to write, since y varies inversely with 1 over x, okay, therefore we'll remove the sample and we remove the sample and put m, okay, over x. So when we have inverse variation, okay, remove the sample and my relation is y equal mx, okay. In the direct variation, my relation is y equal mx. In the inverse variation, the relation is y equal m over x, okay. Start to solve, and I have the value of y 3, the value of x 2. Now cross multiplication, m equals 6. The relation y equal, remove m and put the value of m, is 6. So my relation is y equal 6 over x. Okay? When x equals 1.5, we are going to substitute, remove x and put 1.5 to calculate y. Then I'm going to calculate the value of y using division calculator. Okay? Okay. Another example. If x power 4, y power 2 minus 14 x power 2y plus 49 equals 0, then we need to prove that y varies inversely with 1 over x power 2. How to solve this one? How to solve it? Firstly, I have an equation, an expression, trinomial expression like this, and equal 0. Then first step here, I'm going to get factorize for my equation. Then I'm going to factorize its difference between two squares. Difference between two squares. How to factorize? Square root for the first, square root for the second, and we have minus, difference between two squares, or sign of the middle. Okay? Square root first, square root second, and sign of the middle. Okay? Now, square root the first, x power 2, y, negative square root of the third, 7. Okay? And negative, it's a sign for the middle. Okay, now I'm going to take the bracket and equal this bracket by 0. Okay? Then x square y, negative 7 equals 0. X square y equals 7. So y equal, yes, you move x square from this direction to the other direction by divide. Then y equals 7 over x square. Y equals 7 over x square. This is my relation. This is my relation. From this 4, we can say, therefore, y varies inverse with x power 2 or x square. Okay? Thank you for concentrate. Now, the summary, we have two types of variation. Direct variation means the constant, we can get the constant using dividing. So the constant equal y over x, and my relation form is y equal mx, and the inverse direction, inverse variation, y varies inversely with x, y varies 1 over x. My relation is y equal m over x. Here we can get the constant by multiply yx. Okay, m equal yx or xy. We have two rules if we want to get the value of x or y. In direct variation, y1 over y2 equal x1 over x2. In inverse the variation, y1 over y2 equal x2 over x1. It's the summary of our lesson variation. Okay, we have many types or many ideas of problem, and we will complete solving in the class. Thank you guys.